Same tailback, another carry. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw to his receiver. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
They'll kick it away here. The punt will bounce out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James. Throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
With the catch, it's Smith.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Gilliam. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down. And the Ducks will have to punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
See if they can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. He'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Talk about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Breaking free at the 35. What an electric play. Suddenly, they've moved into scoring position, down to the 24.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And the Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Blue Hens keep the football on the move.
Here we go.
Handoff from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the ball. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Delaware. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT.
The extra point is good. That time of the game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Ducks offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Scanning the field. It's Gilliam. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball at the 31.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That run moves the ball across the 35.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Using his legs. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
A quick throw out left, complete. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's first and goal for the offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Looking downfield. It's Gilliam. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it second and goal from the 9. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Touchdown, Oregon. Strong game by this quarterback. Now the line to kick the extra point.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The offense trots back onto the field here. They're going to run it. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's Williams. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams. Freeing up the backers will make the play.
Crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. That's hauled in here over the middle. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They'll try the right side on the toss. And the Blue Hens pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it. Enough for a first down. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's hit as he throws it. That's reeled in. It's Huffman. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Oh, man, this quarterback keeping it himself on 4th down, getting the yards he needs to pick up the 1st down. Good decision.
The Blue Hens come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Presley. And he's brought down at the 12. That's the poor field position to start the drive. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Over the middle, it's Smith. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the 1st down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The Ducks pick up enough for a 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense, don't have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw. It's Gilliam. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Nice grab. It's Harris. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
When a defense sits back in a zone coverage, good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A loss of 3 yards on the play.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Gilliam. The receiver grabs it. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
It's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Looking right, this one caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. They slow the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And it's incomplete. Should have been intercepted. You don't see him make a mistake like that too often.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. And the Blue Hens bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Gilliam. That's caught. It's 4. They bring it down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Second down after that previous play. Looking for a gap. It's 4. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
The Ducks will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He'll field the punt. Quick juke to get free. Touchdown, Delaware. The special teams produce a score. A special teams touchdown, potential momentum-changing play in this game.
Well, that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The Gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Presley. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, this is just complete effort by this special teams unit. Every single player true to their assignment, start to finish, end zone to end zone. What a play.
And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Bites off the defender. Picks up the first, looking for more. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Delaware.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Looking deep downfield to the left, and it's hauled in way downfield. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
The offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. It's a nice gain. They'll move the football up to the 27. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. See if they can do it again. Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Short connection to the tight end here. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Blue Hens will line up on first and 10. Looking to throw yet again. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Trying the old counter play here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Presley. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And now the handoff. Has the first down and more. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Third down, it's a handoff. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's 4. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Gilliam. Grab behind the line, it's 4. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory. Here's a regular season game group that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top 5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To throw, it's Gilliam. The pass rush closing in. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
He's got it near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First down, looking to throw the football. It is intercepted. Oh, he's bringing it back. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. So the defensive touchdown stays on the board. The offense had a chance to negate it with the penalty, but first it's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. So the two-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Legs. It's Williams. Breaks an open space. Now here he goes. Past the 50. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Past the 10. Folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Makes the grab. It's Joseph. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
It's Gilliam. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
A 2nd down after that completion. Ball handed off. Gets the first and still running. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now for 40.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the 1st down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up 1st downs, and they did it right there.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Ready. Set ready.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that track route and picks up a 1st down.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Ducks trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. It's QB sneak. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, unbelievable execution. They get a touchdown on the board, and Autzen Stadium is rocking. They only have about 60,000 people inside this stadium. I would argue it's as loud as any stadium in the country, and you put a touchdown on the board like that, this place becomes electric.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the offense trots back out on the field again. And there's the handoff. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
He's running out of time here. On the run, he'll let it go. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Offense ready to start this drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The 40. At the 30. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Blue Hens. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Bringing it out, it's Presley. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. First down and more. He's still running. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Hill. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back. It's Gilliam. Catch made by the tight end.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Third down play for this offense.
Let's go! Let's go!
Out of the gun now on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Harris.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On first and 10, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Ford. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Wide open downfield. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and their run game has dominated. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. To throw, it's Gilliam. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Oh, here comes the reverse. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He'll take a deep shot here. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Blue Hens with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They'll let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
The quarterback's got to do a better job here of reading the coverage. He was determined to get that ball thrown to this receiver, but they played double coverage. He still tries to throw it, and he almost threw an interception.
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Chris, here on 4th down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the 1st down and much, much more.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the 1st down yardage. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff taken, trying to run it behind the big left tackle. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Delaware. And they'll set up with PAT. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball for 31.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. To throw, it's Gilliam. The pocket breaking down. Well, he escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They've got him for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Because anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Defense is coming after him. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. The Ducks will have to kick this away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. Touchdown, Blue Hens. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
1st down and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Gilliam. Bringing pressure. He's looking to scramble. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Lets it fly to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Harris.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Important 2nd down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, it's Gilliam. And he cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
And the Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. first play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Testing the right side here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
The thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
That quarterback had to get rid of the ball quickly because that pass rush was coming. Better an incompletion than a hurried throw that leads to an interception.
Ducks back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Joseph. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. Timeout is called a Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Blue Hens will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And no chance for a return as the punch sails out of bounds. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Gilliam. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's got the first and still going. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Blue Hens will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the 3rd quarter. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Breaks loose at the 45. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for a man. He escapes the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Oh, and another incompletion.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action here on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it in the open. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. They're not just hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. To the air. It's Gilliam. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Not necessarily something you would recommend. Well, this quarterback does what you would not expect him to do. Puts the ball into double coverage. And guess what? The receiver comes down with it for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. Offense comes out to start this drive. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Caught behind the line. It's Joseph. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
He'll drop back here on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Hoffman. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And the Blue Hens starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Big throw caught on the left side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Back to throw again. That's caught. It's Hoffman.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This crowd is trying to make a difference in this football game and cheering on their defense, and that play right there will make everybody take a seat. What a great job of converting here.
Keeping it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He's got the first down and still motoring. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Shotgun formation here on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Near the goal line. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them, and you're rewarded with a 1st down.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And they're trying to punch it in here. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Touchdown, Delaware, to put them on top now. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quick in to scramble. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Back to pass. It's Gilliam. A deep shot to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this pass is caught. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Can he make it to the marker? To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
He's going to take off here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. And as we take a break to flip ends in the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Gilliam. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Well, this pass is on target. Caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Great chance of the offense to tie the game. First and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. Trying to get the throw off. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they've got him.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
This could be the biggest play so far. Fourth and goal. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle. And I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he... uses that vision to get this touchdown.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense makes their way on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. A play action, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He's back to throw again on second down. With the catch, it's Thomas. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Now someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's third down for the offense. Looking to throw again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Ball handed off. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The game makes it second and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. You just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, here we are now on fourth down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
Makes it look easy. And with that, they regain the lead.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Bringing it out, it's Presley. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Single back takes the handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Gilliam. On the move now. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Scanning the field. It's Gilliam. He's running out of time here. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught by the receiver. Brought down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set them up 1st and goal at the 10.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Zone. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Oregon.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. No, he didn't make it. He did not get there. What a huge play by this defense late in this tight game. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.